9 on our journey up the Irrawaddy. If you've been paying attention, you may realize that we missed day 8, and that's because yesterday we ran around filming all day without having the mic plugged in.
It happens. We're sad about it, but honestly, we're a little surprised it doesn't happen more often. So we're gonna fill you in on what we did yesterday. First, we got on a bus and drove about 3 hours way off the beaten path to this area where there's 900 caves carved into this sandstone cliff. There's all these Buddhas inside. Some of them are huge. You can walk in them. Some of them you can just stick your head in. They're from the 14th century. They're super old. And there were no other tourists there. The locals were super excited when we pulled up. They were so cute.
The scariest part of the caves were the monkeys. They were super aggressive. I leaned over to try to film a little segment with one of them, and he jumped up on the seat and we made eye contact and it looked like he was gonna attack me. And I was trying to get out of the way so fast that I almost fell down. But thankfully the locals there will sell you bananas and you can give them to the monkeys, and that kind of like helps appease them and keep them off your back while you're going around the caves.
Part of the day we went to a pagoda, and yes, we've been to tons of pagodas, but this one had over 550,000 Buddhas inside.
I had no clue what to expect with 550,000 Buddhas, but they basically covered every square inch of walls and columns with little tiny Buddhas, and then there were also some massive Buddhas as well.
When we got back to the ship, we switched cameras, and that's when we realized that our mic hadn't been plugged in all day. So the last part of the day has audio. After a long bus ride, we are happy to be back on the ship, and we are extra happy because tonight is a special night. They're already getting started. Wherever you are, I believe. Mama, take me home, country road.
And that brings us to today. We are currently pulling up to the town of Mingwei. Sadly, this is our last full day aboard the ship, but we have a lot of fun things planned. Behind me is what would have been the largest pagoda in the world. A king started building it several hundred years ago, and then after phase 1 of the project, which is what you see behind me, he went to a soothsayer, and the soothsayer told him that if he continued building it, once he completed it, he would die and his kingdom would crumble. So he halted building it, and now this is known as the largest pile of bricks in the world. So this building is completely solid. You actually can't go in. There's 4 doorways, but they're just kind of like niches on the side. So now there's just a pile of millions and millions of bricks, but the pile is so grand that tourists still come here to see it.
And this is as far inside as you can go. Not much to see in here.
Smells like somebody went to the bathroom.
Yeah, smells like a toilet. I don't think I've stressed enough how much I love the Myanmar people. They're just so genuine and kind and adorable. Even if we're not exchanging any words, we just sit there and talk to each other. And then everybody starts laughing. Then I take their picture and then they think it's funny. I just love it. Now we're at a temple and there's a big bell in here. It used to be the largest striking bell in the world. It is massive.
You can actually come inside while people are ringing the bell. It's so loud.
Ouch.
I know.
Kind of hurts. This thing's hard, obviously. How beautiful is this white pagoda? I haven't seen any that look like this. It's basically the Taj Mahal of Myanmar. A man lost his wife, he was very sad, and he built this for her. It's so pretty. And a nice lady let me borrow her umbrella. Good morning, and now it's time to walk back to the boat and get some lunch. I do not think we've made the food on the ship a big enough deal. It is so good. Like, every single meal is off all of our lunch. So we went from our ship to a bus, from our bus to a small boat, and now from our small boat to a horse carriage. All kinds of transportation today.
Auf Wiedersehen.
There's a Burmese cowboy, right? Over there with the hat.
Our last stop is the world's longest teakwood bridge. It's actually really impressive. And to end the day, we are renting these boats and we're gonna float around while the sun is setting. It feels amazing. And we have coconuts as a sundowner. Great way to end our last day.